We live. Yeah. Hey everybody, go ahead and get your libations. Padawan is doing the same. We're going to get started here in just a minute. But in that meantime, you go ahead and get your libations together. You decide that you want to drop a comment at any point, feel free to do so. If at some point something we say tonight resonates with you, where you want to give your own personal story live or chime in on one of our topics live, y'all see the link. Y'all see the link.
Quiet storm voice.
Oh yeah. WTIZ with the hits. Greatest hits of 90s and 80s R&B. Hope you're feeling real good out there tonight, everybody. This music is scaring me, so I'm gonna change it.
I don't even hear my end.
Oh, really? So you don't hear that music? Oh, well, that's all right. Well, y'all let me know if y'all hear that music out there. All right, guys.
Welcome to the Podnas with Face, Pat, and Tiz.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Podnas, a show with three friends separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, and having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, I'm 1/3 of the Podnas. It's your boy Tiz, and I'm along with.
Yeah, it's the other third of the partners. I'm still like rolling up and shit. I don't got nothing fancy in between to say, but yeah, it's the other third. The other third got daddy duty.
Indeed. Daddy duty calls, Face, other third partner has a newborn. So with that, daddy duty can pop up literally at any moment. So we wish him and the family all the best, sending much love and holiday greetings to him. And he'll be back on the next pod with your boys. But yeah, man, how you doing this week, Pat? How's everything going with you, my bro?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain. I'm physically sore, but I'm all right.
Work whooping that ass.
Yep.
I'm definitely with you on that part this week. I'm on my first day off of the week after 6 days straight doing what we do. So you already know how that feels. Yeah, doubles every day. So you already know. It's been a long week, but definitely feeling it physically. I think this week it's been a lot of emotional and mental shit with me. It's gonna lead right into my actual topic for tonight. But this time of year, it's my first Christmas where all three of like the major matriarchs of my family were gone. And I really started feeling it, I guess, Thanksgiving. my Aunt Mickey not being there, you kind of just take for granted that people gonna be there. So I already was going through just kind of missing people. You know, a lot of loss in the past couple of years, so I just been missing my people around the holidays, and not even bad or too heavy, just kind of the feeling of just missing them. Just damn, I wish she was here for this. Damn, that's weird that they not here for this. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So I'm already going through that, but then also, you know what I mean, you know, I'm reconciling a marriage right now, so we're going through therapy and shit. And this week's session was a big piece of how I felt about things. So I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety and just, you know, feelings of anxiousness around having that conversation. It's been a lot of walls put up on both sides, and I think that having to break those walls down, and sometimes it's easier to say what you've done than it is to tell somebody what they've done. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And it was weird because we had that conversation today, and I had all the anxious feelings about, you know, telling, you know what I'm saying, my partner what she's hurt, the pieces that I felt hurt by in our relationship, right? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, the things that she felt hurt by, you know, we've talked about that. All right, we're going digital all of a sudden. Okay. I appreciate the Zen background as I pour my fucking heart out. All right. Know what I'm talking about, a little calmness. But yeah, so, you know what I'm saying, I find it that because of those walls that we put up over the years, it's easier a lot of times for me to just say what I done or talk through my shit than it is for me to tell her shit, right? So I was very anxious about this conversation. You never know how somebody gonna receive hearing how they harmed you. And I just wanted the conversation to go in a productive way. And I also wanted to make sure that I know myself, I can be crass and a little cold, and sometimes I can either be too emotional, be like too passionate about something to where it's like overboard on that end, but then I can also be like too aloof and separated from the emotion and be colder. And I wanted to make sure I didn't lean into either one of those ends of the spectrum, because I wanted my words to be understood as I meant them, not as they could come off. You feel me? Yeah, so it was one of them weeks where you just building up to this conversation. It's looming. It's on a Friday, so you all week you just know it's coming. And then there's a weird tension that happens because you both know what the conversation is about, but you haven't had it, but you know it's coming, and you have to try to act normal in the meantime as you await it. So it's just been a weird ass week, you know what I mean, because of that. The conversation today though kind of led me to my topic for the night, right? So the conversation today, like I said, was about me telling her what I've been hurt by in the relationship. And there's a weird cycle that happens when you have any type of relationship. It could be a work relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a family relationship, it could be your significant other, it could be your relationship with your kid or kids. You know what I mean? It's a weird little thing of like, there's not necessarily a loop of causation, but there is a loop of correlation that kind of happens to where like a lot of the shit that you're mad or upset by or hurt by that somebody else is doing, some of your actions may have inadvertently caused them, and some of their actions may have inadvertently caused yours, to the point where it's kind of hard to see exactly where anybody's really wrong. It's just more everybody's reacting in real time. So it gets to be like a chicken and the egg thing, where as you're listening to somebody process what you're telling them about them, when it gets to be your turn to hear their side, you kind of see the correlation between like, oh, well, when you did this, then I did this, and then you did this, and then I did this, and then you did this, and now we're both we've done this. How do we break that, right? So it just made me really feel accountable for a lot of my own shit in telling somebody else what I was hurt by that they did, if that makes sense. I felt like it held up a mirror to a lot of the shit that I still gotta work on too. You know what I mean? And that's just being honest as a man. So it made me want to pose the question. You know, it's gonna be obviously I'm gonna probably talk to Face about it next week on the pod too, just to get his take on it. But made me just think, like, are there areas where you've had to be accountable in a relationship? If so, hold on. I want to make sure I posed the question correctly. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. How do I undo? Okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to do it. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. All right, but basically, have you had a situation where you've had to be accountable in the relationship? How did it go when you were like, what made you actually finally take accountability and see your place in it? How did it go with that other person? How did they accept that accountability? And like, what was the end result of that situation? I'll go first, I guess. So for me, definitely today. So a big thing that I had to be faced with, right, was that I'm a person that naturally fights instead of flees. So I find that in situations where I have issues with people that I highly care about, it goes one of those two ways, right? And with my wife in particular, I find that I used to lean into the argumentative side, so the fight reaction, right? And over time, because of the issues that used to cause, I started backing off and completely going the opposite direction and leaning into the flight. So I would often withdraw, leave the situation, go to my own devices, and kind of ignore the situation and her in process, right? And a lot of the things that she does did that hurt me come from her reacting to that action. If that makes sense, right? And I didn't really see that causation until today. And I think saying out loud that I actually see it was a huge step. I could see, like, for one, I could see the change immediately in like her posturing and like how she was receiving information after that. On a positive note, right? I can see her like kind of melt some of those defenses down when she sees like, oh, he gets what I'm saying. He's finally connecting with it from my point of view, not just seeing it through his lens. So I think what led me to finally doing it was, as I was saying all of the things that I done that bothered me, I felt a weird guilt of like, well, why? I don't know. It's like I'm so used to taking accountability for my side that it made me like overanalyze, and it made me finally get to the root of what I need to be accountable for instead of just being accountable for the symptom action or the thing that's happening in the moment. Nah, what's the deeper reason that I'm withdrawn in the first place, right? So I think it was dope that it happened, and I feel like we had like a follow-up conversation after the session and shit, and I feel like that conversation went peacefully and went real. It was the tension that was there before kind of has subsided, so you can see where you can make some inroads to actual progress now. You know what I mean? And sometimes I think that people in general be waiting for you to just own your shit before they can really fully hear what you even have to say anymore. You know what I mean? So I think that was dope to break that down. And then saying that, before I let you go to your piece of being accountable, I want to be accountable to the pod too. I talked to you about it offline, Pat, before we started, but I want to apologize to you in person as well on the pod publicly. I was getting on you a few weeks back, very publicly about, you know what I'm saying, communication being late and that type of thing. And for the past couple of weeks, that's been definitely my story. And, you know what I'm saying, even though, you know, when we got to the root of our, you know what I'm saying, the way I came at you, you definitely had a valid situation. And, you know, we can put validity on any situation. The end result is my ass been late, my ass been pushing times back, and it's been at the last minute, which was the exact exact thing that I came at you about. So I just need to be accountable and take responsibility for my ass being the fuck up and the bumble, the struggle bus, and apologize to you for coming at you the way I did, but also just take accountability for and apologize for being the thing that I accused you of being. And yeah, I apologize, brother. I was out of pocket.
If needed, apology accepted. I mean, you know, I get over shit quickly. So
I appreciate that, you know, but I shouldn't put you in a position to have to get over shit, and especially when I'm sitting there struggling with the exact same affliction. I feel like that was my lesson today in accountability from my own, you know what I'm saying, working on my marriage. Like, same shit. Like, if I'm gonna be appalled and upset and taken aback by somebody else's actions, I gotta first be appalled and upset and taken aback by my own shit, because I can't fix nobody else, but I can damn sure fix my shit. And if my shit may be actually helping to cause the shit that I'm upset with somebody else about. So yeah, that was my experience, but I yield the floor. And what's good, brother Faith?
Shit. What's going on?
Hey, shit. Surprised to see you here, my brother.
Already, I already know. But life be life.
You all right?
yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, I'm good to go.
Is the family all right?
Oh yeah, they good.
Okay. I'll ask more probing questions offline.
All right.
But yeah, man, we just excuse me. Oh shit. Let me be accountable for this brief. God damn. So we were just talking accountability. My question to the pod is, have you ever had a situation in your relationship where you had to be accountable? What kind of caused you to not be accountable before that moment? What caused you to go ahead and take accountability for your actions in that moment? What was the situation and how did it turn out for the other person and for you in their relationship?
Well, I visited this topic before, like a couple years ago, when it came to me being, how can I say it? Fuck it. Me not liking motherfuckers who lie. But then I had to buckle down and be like, oh, I don't like motherfuckers lying to me because I lie to motherfuckers. Let me take totality on myself first and total accountability and look in the mirror and see why I'm lying, where these lies stem from, and whatever. Not only was I lying in relationships, I was lying in personal life, business life. I was just lying just to be lying. Something came of ease. Didn't realize why I did it, but I stopped doing it. And honestly, it gets you where you need to go. Not everybody likes honesty, but if you're all honest, ain't nobody never holding nothing against you, because motherfucker, I told you the truth, what it was. It is what it is. You like it or you don't. So it is what it is. I found that with lies, you just gotta try to keep them up and keep them up and keep them up, and you have to get more inventive and keep them up and remember too much shit and do all this other shit. When telling the truth is so much easier. That's just it. Just telling the truth is easier. It gives your relationships so much more clarity, where you don't have to worry about being found out or having insecurities about someone doing the same thing to you, or showing rage when you realize someone doing the same to you. When you just live an honest life and just not an honest life, because I was already living an honest life, but just told lies. So when you live in a life with no lies, we say it like that, everything is clearer. You see those who are fake easier. You see those who are there for a certain purpose easier. It's easier for you to accept certain things in life. It's easier for you to accept people for who they are once they show you who they are. So that just went in totality with everything. So.
Damn. Well, real quick, just to piggyback off of that before Pat go.
Good.
I like that you said.
I got more. Go ahead.
I like that you said about the lies. I I've never really been as big on the verbal lie, like the actual I'm going to tell you something that's untrue knowing that, but I was very good at being a person who would lie by omission. And that was another thing I had to realize that I did, is like, I'm not telling a lie. I'm just not telling you what I did until I'm actually caught, if that makes sense. And I did that in my criminal background, obviously, but I also, you know what I'm saying, like in my personal life, I noticed that like one of my biggest issues, and not just this relationship, in relationships in general I've had, is like, I'll be having plans or I'll be working on shit and I won't tell nobody. I'll just be doing the shit. And then when they get mad because they don't see the full idea, I then try to throw an attitude, but it's like, well, if I hadn't hid it from you and I had to just say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and on the front end, this probably would be easier. But now I done dug a hole, or I done fucked up, or I done did something crazy, and now I'm on it's like I should have been better at just saying sorry instead of asking for permission, but instead I would go around asking for permission and just sneak. And I realized that, even if you tell the truth when somebody asks you, did you do something, you was lying before about omission by not being forthcoming. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can empathize and understand that having to come to grips with when you think you're an honest person, then you realize, oh, there's another type of dishonesty that I've been guilty of that I didn't associate myself with. But damn, nope, that's me. Go ahead.
My next thing is over accountability. I feel that in relationships or just in life, those who find themselves or think of themselves to be accountable for their actions and know what they're doing, in interactions with other people, they look to themselves more often than not to see, what did I do, or whatever, is this my fault, or whatever. But in a lot of those instances, we're taught to be accountable and look at yourself. But I feel like sometimes we can look at ourselves too much and overshadow what somebody else actually did do. And we're only looking at a reaction, or we're looking at some part. So just in life in general, I find myself doing that, or have found myself doing that in every relationship, especially when I was a toxic guy. I felt that certain things would happen because I did certain things, and it was just karma. Okay, so I gotta accept this. I have to go through this because I've done this. And in life, on the long run, I believe in karma. So if something happens, I'm like, well, that's my fault at the end of the day, because if I would have did this back then, this wouldn't happen. But at the end of the day, that's putting too much on me. Some things aren't related to anything I've done. Some things just happen. Bad shit happens to people, and that's just that. And I'm not the only one in any relationship or any situation that's going to be the fucked up one, quote unquote. They say
the only fucked up one in here. We gonna do this together.
Yeah, because
we gonna be fucked
up. Yeah, in every situation they teach in every situation, one or the other is an agitator or a catalyst. But in a lot of situations, two people can be wrong. Two people can't be a catalyst. Two people can be agitated. So instead of looking at yourself and be like, I'm totally accountable for this, just see the part you played. And I had to dial that back for myself. Just see, okay, I'm not responsible for this whole shit because I'm not doing it by my damn self. It's more than me here. So shit. Let me see what I do. Oh, okay. That's my part. Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't even do that. Breaking down the situation, doing that step in, step out, zoom in, zoom out. It just gives me a better idea of what I should be accountable for, because as men, we're taught to take the brunt of it. All right, this is the situation. Let me just deal with it. But shit, if it ain't my situation, I ain't about to deal with this shit, man. Fuck it. I live life to be stress free nowadays. At my age, I've lived a stressful life of a 60-year-old man. I'll be damned. I need to get my stress back to 40-year-olds. So that's what it is, man. Stress management and true accountability for self, and not being over accountable in a situation for myself and anyone else. Actually placing blame and holding others accountable is, if I can rephrase it. So
over accountability is my main problem anyway. Sometimes fuck yeah, I just want to get whatever out the way, get whatever conflict out the way, and just take time like, just shut people up and then go about my business. But what that tends to do is that allows the person that really should be accountable to not be accountable and continue with the fuck shit that they're doing.
Yeah.
So I would say I would definitely be accountable with that. That's my accountability problem. That, and I will reiterate my communication problem, which is funny because I know everything about communication. I'm a communication major or whatever. But when it comes to, I don't like phones. I just hate talking on the phone. Period. It's God.
Because phones give you the ability to be impersonal and fake while having a personal conversation. When in person, it's really harder for someone to have a personal conversation and be fake in your face because their facial tone, the facial features move. You feel me? Like you don't like something, your face gonna do it, but not unbeknownst to you, face will move. Oh, what the fuck? What you looking like that for? But on the phone, you don't see any of that. And now through text, that it's even less personal conversation. So I definitely dig you on that phone shit. Those who know me knew I went without a phone, cell phone, house phone, anything for many moons. My big brother, my mother, my little brother, they made me get a cell phone because I refused to have one. So
that's my situation now. Like I really do not, because along with what you said, Face, it's the access to ask me for something or access to goddamn just call in to talk about bullshit that's gonna piss me off, or access to call me to say, hey, this is where you got me fucked up or whatever. Like or just access to tell me some bullshit I don't want to hear, or some shit I gotta worry about now, which I already probably won't worry about because I overthink 7-9 things at a time or whatever. So that's why I hate fucking talking on the phone. Like, I don't get, when I get phone calls, it's not a pleasurable experience in my past history, ratio wise. I could probably count on my hand if I can even remember that far.
You know why I don't like phone calls? I feel like with phone calls, I'm a person that naturally, unless I'm calling you, I probably don't have a lot to talk about.
That too.
And I don't mean it in a bad way or like I'm not interested in listening to somebody, but I don't personally have a lot to say. So I often, unless it's somebody who knows me and knows this about me and they calling to kind of get their shit off and have somebody just listen, usually the conversation doesn't go well because the person thinks that I don't like them or I'm not interested in them. And it's not that, it's just I don't really know. Like, unless what you're saying is that compelling, if it's kind of just something about you, or like I'm gonna listen and, you know what I'm saying, and answer questions, but I'm not gonna be like have a lot to say afterward about me because I didn't have nothing to talk about me.
Mm-hmm.
So then it gets kind of quiet, and then people act weird, and I just want to avoid that.
yeah, I find myself doing that in person conversations. I feel that a lot of times I'm at my limit for people and conversation with people, especially with my workspace now and what I do for a living. I feel like a lot of times like I'm at my word limit for the day, not only giving words but receiving words as well. So a lot of times I give people the, oh yeah, I understand, or I understand. And looking back on it, I've had thousands of conversations with people where I'm saying, oh, I understand. Well, I understand everything you're saying, but I don't understand how to reciprocate what you're saying to me. And as far as being involved in what you're saying, and as far as actually, I'm going to take it as far as caring what these people have to say. Like my brother said, I'm there for a listening ear, but outside of that, it's like I'm just holding up time.
Yeah,
with this conversation.
that's the exact feeling. I feel like I'm being a bad person because I don't have something to say. It's like almost
I
like a
used to feel
social
that way.
pressure to, like, if somebody say something to you, you can't just acknowledge that you understand and you heard them and you receive what they saying. It's like you're expected to have a response. And I don't always have one. Like, sometimes you just said some shit that's matter of fact. So now what do I say to that? Okay, I got you, for sure.
Now,
I understand.
what I'm
And then
working
where do we
on
go
for
from there?
the
Because I don't have nothing to say
now, see
back.
what
So then it's just quiet because you waiting on a response that ain't never coming.
now see
And
what
it's
I'm working
weird
on
because
going
I
towards the
don't
new
have
year.
that problem. I don't have that problem with people that are really close to me. Like, if I'm like, even my wife or my son, like, they understand the awkward silences because they do them too. So it's kind of just like a shared understanding amongst most of the people that I'm close to, my family, everybody. Like, we all kind of have some of those same quirks. So it's like, I noticed I found people that also have those things to insulate myself from that issue. Like, I could be on the phone with one of y'all
Now,
and it might get quiet for a second as we doing something else in the room, and it's not like weird. It's not considered like a disrespectful drop off of the conversation. It's just considered, oh, he ain't had nothing to say back right then. All right, well, either one of us gonna think it's something to say, or we're gonna get off the phone. And nobody gets offended in my family or my friend group or my inner circle. I know it's offensive to people who don't have that same tendency.
I don't give a fuck about it being offensive to other people who don't have that tendency, because guess what? I don't live in their heads. And if something
I
offended you,
don't.
it's your duty to speak on it and ask a question. I at the point where I'm at in life, what offends others, I don't give a fuck about. It may seem wrong, may seem wrong, but at this point in my life, I can give a fuck less what offends others. I'm worried about what offends me. In this world, that shit changes, that shit becomes new, and what becomes acceptable. So, yeah, fuck it. But it's all
So
about.
I have I have the opposite stance, but I'm not sure if the people will understand my reasoning on it. So, like, I care about how what I'm doing is going to impact the other person, because that impact is going to cause a situation for me one way or the other. Either it's going to cause a peaceful one or a negative one that I'm going to have to rectify because it's going to reach my front porch. And I usually try to keep everything that reaches my front porch as peaceful as possible. So sometimes I'll just nod my head over and over again or something, as opposed to saying I don't give a fuck, just because I don't really think for me it's I don't give a fuck as much as it's I just don't really have anything to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes I may really actually care that that's what you're going through, but if I don't, if it's not a moment of you're calling for advice, or it's not a moment of you're asking me a question or my stance on something, once you're done telling me the thing, even if I care, I don't always know what to say. And I think that's more of me being like an introvert, socially awkward at times. Might even have a little touch of some type of autism. I don't know. But I know it's something going on that makes me, the way I see stuff, just kind of flat sometimes, right? Again, I started the conversation saying, one of my things is I can be aloof from the emotion. So, like, the thing that somebody talking about that they really passionate about, I can seem like I'm not caring, even though it ain't that I don't care. It's just I don't really know what to do. And I'm happy for you. And then I don't know what to say after that. Like, I told you how I feel about it, and now
it's not like really a way you can just feel.
Yeah, so I care that if you offended, because I ain't trying to offend. I think that's what it is. If it's a situation where I'm doing something and I know it's going to be offensive and I don't care if it's offensive, then that's one thing. But I think in those situations, for me, I'm not trying to be offensive. I just know it comes off that way. So I think that's why I actually care about the impact, because I don't want to have a negative interaction for something I ain't mean.
If I'm in midst of conversation and it's going positively, and I know that a certain way I might say something. If I say something, like if I'm talking to y'all around somebody that don't talk like us, I might say it in a way that might be offensive. So so I don't have the message misconstrued. I'm trying to say, just so I don't have the message misinterpreted the wrong way.
I might alter what I'm saying, the words I'm using to say the same thing.
Basically,
100. I'm with you. That's what they call, what you call it, code switch. Like, I'm gonna say the same message no matter what audience I'm in front of. But if I'm in front of elderly folk, I may not be sitting there throwing out the most vulgar shit I can say. Not necessarily because I care if they're offended, but more because my intent isn't offensive in the moment. It's really just to talk to my niggas about whatever I'm talking about. So if I can do that in a way that doesn't make you feel any type of way, and I don't have to have no negative interaction with you, cool, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I can respect that.
I'm in between.
But there's moments when I'm being an asshole and I don't care if you get offended. In the negative interaction, I almost invite it. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so that's why.
So I also understand being on the other end of the spectrum.
I'm both of y'all in that sense. It's like when I feel like I'm right about something, and I know, because how I say, as I was talking to somebody, when a Capricorn knows they're right because they actually went through, did the research, and know for a fact that, hey, this is right. So ain't no way you can tell me
yes.
that 1 equals 4 when I know for a fact universally it's 2. You know, if we don't act that way, it's because we're not sure. So you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said this. I have an anecdote. So I was just talking to my mom about this when I was in 3rd grade. All right, first of all, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do y'all know that there was a constitution before our constitution of this country?
Yeah, it was like they had like a proofreading session. Like they got
and it had a president before George Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all do know that much.
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all know that president was part black?
That I wasn't sure about.
Okay, I am sure about it. I am sure about it. I'm not guessing that. He was part black.
I know it was around Asian time, or it was
now my granny.
They said something about somebody with an H.
Now my granny would tell you the whole story. You know, she the one taught me about it, but she taught me about.
You talking about Hannibal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She taught me about this when I was like 6, right? So by the time I get to 3rd grade and we having, social studies or whatever, and they teaching you about the president, the first president, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, I'm already knowing that George Washington ain't necessarily the first president. He's the first president under the current Constitution. Right? So when you telling me this, I'm looking at you like, but you the teacher, you supposed to know better. Man, my granny came there and took that shit all the way to the school board because I got to argue with that teacher in that classroom that day. And that was one of the moments I ain't care if I came across offensive. I called her a red-haired rooster and all that shit because she had this weird-ass pompadour. She looked like Rockadoodle.
I was thinking, as soon as you said pompadour, I was thinking Rockadoodle.
Her name was Miss Bailey. Yeah, I'm going to say the name on TV. I don't give a fuck. On YouTube, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Miss Bailey, I remember you. You probably still tormenting kids to this day. Y'all know evil don't die.
That still makes sense because you still got to be organized, especially when you're in war. So you need somebody to be in charge. The person that's best suited to go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes. But in not war, this person was the president. And then George Washington was the president because they came up with the new Constitution, and then George Washington was our president. They had a normal election and all that. But before this,
so I can read up on this.
Just do the research. People out there can tell me in the comments how wrong or right I am. But as Face already alluded to, like, if you know, you know. But I'm not bullshitting. Because, even back then, my granny used to have a saying, like, don't just take what I say for face value. Go look that shit up.
Yeah, and usually when, like I said, a Capricorn right or whatever, that's some shit that people say. So
I understand that moment when you like, look, I'm right, so I ain't about to stand on this. I don't give a fuck who got to hear what. I'm right.
We
ain't about to do this.
be open. It has been some times that I would even be right and I would hold my tongue. And y'all know this. Pause. And y'all know this just knowing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's now that I just got to this point. I don't know. It feels like I'm in the beginning stage of self-actualization in my life right now.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like it's a different type of confidence.
It's called being accountable to yourself. When you start looking at yourself for not only the shit that you do great, but also your fucked up shit, it comes with a certain new self-worth, because now you're not. It's like you're finally able to plug the holes that's been plaguing you, because you see them now. It's almost like a stripping down to build up. Like you stripping down your ego real quick to build that shit up to even stronger. Because now it's like, I know exactly who I am. You can't use anything against me because I know, yep, that's my problem. Okay, I'm working on it.
And I think that's what I've been going through the past 2 years, transitioning from moving from state to state. I definitely been stripped down to bare ego. And rebuilt myself so I can get those insecurities and questions about myself out the way.
Yep.
If I was in this situation, how would I handle it? If I was this situation, how would I handle it? Well, I just do all that shit in 1 year. Like, hey, all right, you want to be big man? Let's see how you do.
You know what though? But that goes back to accountability though, because it's like being accountable to yourself is the most important accountability, because you can't be accountable to nobody else until you're willing to look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, yeah, you fucking up on this, that, and the third. And this is where, you know what I'm saying? You need those humbling moments in life where you just get stripped. Them Job moments, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Where you get stripped of all of your powers. And then we got to see like what you really made of. You know what I'm saying? And those moments are important, I think, as a man, you know what I mean, to your development, to growing your toolkit as a man, to making you, more reserved, not reserved, to making you more hardened, to outside, you know what I'm saying, situations and things that could try to come break you.
The word ain't resistant, but it's close to it. It's
resolve.
Yeah, I was thinking that next, but it's something close to that. But
we gonna revolute. We gonna revolute. What up, Black Anonymous? How you doing? Peace to the family. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever else you may celebrate during this time. Happy family time, all that good shit.
Let me tell you about my friend Tiz here. Let me tell y'all, so y'all
reflective.
This man,
reggaeton.
If you done something hilarious or something stupid that we can joke on, 15 years ago, he will remember that.
Happy everything
of your life.
Hey, look, man. That was still to this day one of the funniest moments of my life. When you was like, yeah, niggas, we gonna revolute. Cause it's the realization that you said some wild shit. As I'm kind of like pumped up by it, so it's like, cause I can't remember what you was giving a speech about or what was going on. We was talking about something though, and niggas was getting real excited about it. And somebody was like, "Yeah, man, we need to have a revolution, man. This shit's about to be a revolution." And you was like, "Yeah, niggas, we gonna revolute." And I was like, "Yeah." What we gonna do?
Fucking skit.
How you do that?
It was like a fucking skit. That shit was hilarious.
Like, what does that entail? Y'all ever seen the Big Josh skits when the homie is stupid? When the whole crew is stupid?
Yeah.
It was one of them moments where I was like, hold on, am I the crazy one of us there? Did everybody else hear it? Because everybody else was still charged up. But that revolution, I was like, what does that mean? Do we spin or do we go around each other? What does that mean? Revolute. I've never done that. I don't know what that means.
That nigga said
I wasn't sure what to do in that moment. Like I know revolve. I know what it means to revolt. I ain't never revoluted.
I don't think
that is some political shit there. That's some Black Panther shit, ain't it?
Oh man.
I feel like I need a gun to revolute.
Sound like it. Oh man. I think before we
Sound like I'm gonna have a revolution in a department store and get a bunch of free.
Man, you remember back in '99 when you revoluted?
I don't remember revoluting.
Man, I can remember in 1999 over in Shepherd Stadium, he was revoluting.
You talk about hitting white boys for fucking with my friends and cousins? If that's what you mean, then yeah, I do remember that.
All right, well, we do now we know
I don't know if that's what you actually meant, but that's the only thing I remember doing in Shepherd Stadium. That is playing basketball and messing with the girl. Which of the three is the revolution?
Actually, you can put two new words in.
I did break my hand right before basketball season 1 year. I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit that ever happened to me.
Boy, that's my Pat meant back in the day.
I played sports my whole life, always known as a bench warmer. The first year I got a chance to actually the first year I'm about to actually make a varsity team, my black ass go break my hand on the back of a white boy head and end up in the newspaper, still as a part of the basketball game, but just as a fan jumping across the front with a big ass cast on my hand. Yep, fighting people was the dumbest shit I did in high school. In college, I don't mind it. I think I was doing the right thing in most of those fights.
It was usually for a good cause.
Well, I'll say something.
But
most of them.
I would say you were a vigilante looking for a good cause to fight for.
I did like to do it. I didn't mind the effort. I didn't mind to do it. If you needed somebody to, I'll come on, find
his name was like Batman in the streets. I don't know if he's here, but he might be.
Oh, I'm coming. With knives galore.
You got them shredded. Can you say shredded pants? Look out.
Yo. I swear, that was the dumbest fashion decision I ever did. But I would say this: like, it was twofold. It was the dumbest shit I ever did, but at the time, it was the smartest shit I ever did. It was like a market. I was into branding before I knew what branding was. I would say that.
It worked.
Like I knew how to, like that. My DuPont racing coat. It was just certain things that I chose to back then. It was like, all right, the hairstyles, you gonna know that's him. Oh, what's the kid with the shoestring on the back of his head? Oh, yeah, the kid they always got on that bright ass DuPont coat. With the jeans with all the holes on them and shit. Y'all have seen him, he be dancing everywhere. Y'all know. But it worked. And those jeans were a very good conversation starter for women.
My branding was, that's a crazy nigga with dreads that said he's running for mayor everywhere.
The crazy nigga with dreads was definitely what I heard a lot of. You got away with saying a lot of wild ass shit to people because everybody would just be like, oh, that's crazy, Tony.
And you know what? I have perfected that art to this day. I literally can say shit.
I feel like I got away with barking on a lot of people just because they were like, hey man, that's Tiz, man. That nigga gonna fuck around and fight, man. Just leave him alone.
I was just a cool guy.
He ain't talking about nothing.
I was a cool, quiet guy.
Yeah,
Face got away with a lot of
quiet,
shit. He
upset
had the
guy.
face he has. People
like
was
it was like
he ain't doing nothing. He gonna
like
be calm.
Face never talked, but he did something.
Cause it was like people didn't ever think Face was actually
Yeah, I
like
don't have
gonna
it.
be aggressive or anything.
Man, I
It was
don't have
Face.
good stories like y'all.
He looked like he was 13.
I was
so
just
people
there.
was like, oh, he's just gonna chill. He's just Face. He's not gonna hurt nobody. And then later on that evening, damn, that nigga crazy.
Like it's like his actions more than anything.
Yeah, I would agree.
When you talk, you listen.
Yeah.
I damn near think he telepathic because I really don't remember him talking. Like,
No,
really,
he used to say shit.
About that.
He used to say shit. Especially it was one year when he was on that triple distilled Smirnoff.
Yeah, they speak louder.
And he was talking a lot that year. When he went just to the weed, he got a little quieter. But when he was still drinking, oh, that nigga was talking.
drinking.
How you think he got to be part of the competition with Ben Jarvis? Oh, he was talking. He had something to say, goddamn it. That nigga put the bottle down and cooled out, but he had a year. It was this 1 year. I can't remember if it was 02 or 03, but it was 1 year. It wasn't my first year OD. It was the next year after that, because the first year it was like a half a year, and it was like getting acclimated, and then the next year, oh boy, it was triple distilled Smirnoff vodka. That nigga moved up from that aristocrat and got bougie and started talking. Oh, he was saying some shit. Don't let that shit fool you. Don't let the smooth case fool you, as they used to say with the shit, Paul. Like, nigga, that nigga was talking some shit. He shut up when he put that bottle down and was like, I ain't drinking no more. I remember the day that nigga threw up some black shit and was like, yeah, I ain't fucking that shit no more. And that nigga was like, yeah, since then, that nigga damn near throw up smelling some shit. Fuck that shit. I ain't drinking shit. Give me a blunt. I got these 7 or 8 blunts for the evening. Y'all drink that drink.
I got a serious question.
Smoke this.
Serious
Funny.
question. All the time you give me and shit. All the times. Every last time you got me fucked up 151.
Yeah.
Drink.
Look back into your mental Rolodex. Try to remember him drinking after 03, 04.
Did you ever drink?
Try to remember him drinking. You will see him with a cup, but that don't mean he drinking what you drinking. That nigga have pineapple juice in the cup in a minute and be feeding your ass shots. Talking about, yeah, that's toast.
I know for a fact that you probably was the one that bought the 151.
Every time, nigga. That birthday story, when I was pop locking on the nigga didn't want to dance battle. Why the fuck do you think I was in there goddamn giving up you got served and shit? That nigga took me to the bar first. As soon as we walked into the club, he everybody leaves this part of the story out. When we first get into the club, this nigga takes me over to the bar and like, come on, kids, take some shots, kids. 151. 151.
Everybody does leave the base part of the story
After
out.
about the third 151 shot, next thing I know, I'm over there giving all of Omarion.
It's because he's quiet. That's
Looking dumb as shit, drunk as fuck. Because this nigga done pumped me full of shots before that. But nobody ever remembers that part. Because he looked like he was 13. So people always, when they look back on the night, they remember all of the aggressive faces, all of the weird faces. They don't remember the little calm face that looks like goddamn kid.
I don't recall that shit. I don't recall that shit.
You do. The very first thing, we went into the club. We walked over to the bar. You immediately said, come on, Tiz. 151 for your birthday, man. 151. You gave me shots. Never once taking it yourself.
any of the shots.
And after the third one, the next thing is me getting kicked out of the club and y'all follow me laughing.
But seriously, the serious question is, did you consult?
No, he didn't. Ain't no. I'm telling Pat. I've known this Pat. Listen to me. As long as you've known him, I've known him for about 7 to 8 years, longer than that. I'm telling you what he did.
Pat never made it in the club.
This ain't no question. I ain't asking you no questions.
Like,
I'm answering your question. No, he did not. I'm telling you, the last time that boy really drank anything, if he took more than one shot, it was I'm telling you, it was the worst day of his life. And you gonna know about it the next day. You ain't gotta ask no questions because you gonna remember him having a hangover the next day. I'm telling you. That nigga threw up in a trash can for 2 days looking simple. And the little girl, they used to have a little one-arm strap shirt. She had like a whole closet full of these fuckers. You remember the little light green rod?
So it's wrong for me to want to ask my friends to have fun.
Damn crib, and this nigga trying to eat soup and throwing up
so
the
it's
whole
wrong for me to provide a good time with my friends.
That Smirnoff. It was that Smirnoff. I ain't never drinking no more. And literally within the next 3 months, Chewy stopped drinking too.
It ain't my fault. I like to provide my friends with a good time. Is that wrong? That is not wrong.
Pat, do you hear his answer? Do I have to say any more? I'm telling you that nigga, he was pumping you full of shots and whatever else was available that you wanted to hit. And he was going to make sure he was going to smoke them blunts that he brought. Every time you rolled out with him, I guarantee you, before y'all got in that car, when y'all was at the crib, you saw him roll at least 2 to 5 blunts.
Yes, he has. It's always 5 blunts.
He always going to smoke one with you and face one. And then by the time he finished facing that one, he gonna be done pumped you full of so many shots and shit. You ain't gonna want no more at that moment. So he gonna smoke another 2 while you getting fucked up off of whatever he paying for you to smoke, drink, or whatever else. And then when you're finished and you done acted a hot ass and he done got his giggles off for the night, he gonna give you another blunt and smoke it with you.
I just wanna be.
He done ran the same goddamn play on Chewy, me, Deuce, you. How do you think Deuce came down the stairs and smacked his face on the wall that night?
I just wanna.
That won't magic. That was Face. Face did that.
That was that
nigga. Face fed that nigga half a handle of Aristocrat.
In which I see all the scenes from our
plus some bourbon.
That nigga sat in that motherfucking room listening to DJ Jelly mixtapes by Byron and fed that nigga a goddamn half gallon of liquor.
Oh, shit.
Deuce, little petite ass.
I really need our college years.
This nigga was a menace.
Through Face's eyes.
This nigga was a menace.
I need that.
Hear what I'm saying to you, Padawan. Listen to what I'm saying, Pat. Listen to what I'm saying, Pat.
I need those archives.
The infamous night of the niggas on the wrestling team with me and Chewy. Who the fuck do you think fed us drinks at every stop along the way after we're already punching people?
Yeah.
Every stop along the way. Come on, we going to this party now. Y'all want some drink? And he know the person that's throwing every party. How you think we got in? This my first full year at ODU, and this the first year Chewy hanging with anybody on campus. The common denominator in all these stories is one little baby face ass nigga that probably took one shot the whole night, and he's always in the middle laughing. But you never actually see him getting fucked up. The nights he got fucked up, you remember them very vividly because they happened so infrequently.
He was a college celebrity and he had security with him.
I'm telling you, after 0304, you did not see Face fucked up again.
Not like he didn't focus on God.
I'm telling you, it ain't even a question. I remember the day. It was like 0203. He stopped. But then he would still have like a shot here and there, and he would always pay for it the next day afterward. So he stopped. And by 0304, by the time we got to Mallory, I'm telling you, if you see that nigga grabbing some alcohol because he's about to feed it to some woman or his homeboy and they about to get drunk as fuck and he gonna laugh the rest of the night.
That is
as
true.
he smokes on half a pound of reefer.
The only reason why people were cool with me on
and giggles in the corner.
the only reason why people were cool with me.
And then act shocked when you do some dumb shit and he gotta come in and be like, man, damn, man, come on, we gotta get him out of here. I guess we do, because you acted it. You look at this shit. You did it.
Telepathy, nobody be cool with me.
We stay in the party the whole night on my birthday and Face is not, his face doesn't do what he did.
I don't believe that.
We in the corner looking cool as shit. Having a good time. Maybe smoking a blunt in the club and ain't supposed to. Because back then, you weren't really supposed to.
You forgot you was drunk before we got there. Nigga, you forget you was drunk before we got there.
But hear what I'm saying. Everybody who drinks knows that there's levels. You got the tipsy level when I'm buzzed, but I'm really just mellow. Then you got I'm drunk. I'm festive. Everybody's cool. It's a good time. And then you got, all right, I'm sloppy. I got there. We were festive. We had a good ride over. The ride over to the club was fun. We was in there jamming, having a good time, like talking about how we was about to have a good time in the club, talking about how fly we was. Like, I remember the ride over. I remember everything up until that third shot. And then it's a whole bunch of piecing together with everything that everybody said.
Oh boy, that was a night.
But that's the problem. You always take somebody to that next level. People be at a good level, and then you, hey, come on, take this shot with me. Come on, you know you want to.
I was providing a birthday shot for my brother.
Not
no wrong in that.
Some.
Still nothing wrong with that.
Many.
I was. As long as I'm there with you, we good to go.
That's the
but
problem
did I ever leave
with your mentality.
Did I ever,
you good to
did
go.
I ever leave anybody?
Nigga,
No.
we fucked up. Do you
we all
realize
good to
there's
go.
a reason we be piecing together these memories?
See,
and you have a vivid
whenever I'm with you.
What I realized was,
but has it been a time that you got fucked up and you didn't make it home? No. I make sure we good.
But why do we have to get that fucked up? And you don't. I think you missing the point here. You keep defending the wrong part of this conversation. The problem ain't
somebody in the equation
got to
be. Somebody got to be the non all the way fucked up one.
Somebody got to stop getting us all the way fucked up.
Why don't the driver?
I was the oldest and some shit.
Why you keep negating the fact that you shouldn't be getting us that fucked up? Like, why we keep circling around that part? I know what I'm saying.
We talking about accountability. Ain't nobody make y'all drink shit. Ain't nobody hold a gun to nobody and drink shit. Be accountable for your shit. You drunk because you wanted it.
Oh, look at him.
You wanted to drink. You wanted a goddamn drink.
Look at him. Now, Pat. Now, look at this. Not one of our stories did we negate the fact that we took the alcohol or we drank the alcohol or smoked the blunt. But he still would not admit up or be accountable for the fact that, oh yeah, I was kind of pushing it on y'all though. He won't say what he did. See,
I provided alcoholic beverages to my friends on good occasions. That's all I did.
Everybody has been accountable for one party.
I'm accountable for providing good drinks to my good friends.
I got a question for you.
That's some very narcissistic shit to say.
I got a question. Well, his name is Face.
What's going on, man?
He's gaslighting us.
It kind of fits the name. It's kind of fitting. But I got one question. When you got me to that level of fucked up, was I a totally different person experience for you to laugh at than regular people?
It depends on what night you're talking about. If you're talking about the night where you had to answer the question. If you're talking about the night where you went over to the shorty house to answer the question, oh yeah, you were totally different guy that night. You're totally different. I haven't seen that guy since. So, hey, that's a different breed, motherfucker. That's a motherfucker who walk up and grab women by the ass cheeks and walk in the club. So, yeah.
Answer the question.
Some girls call him. Yeah, some girls call him and tell him, "What the fuck?"
Was it the night with Kimmy with the bitch that had sex with?
Yep. The duct tape. Yep.
Duct tape
Mm-hmm.
back. Oh, that was some different shit. I don't think we're gonna get that nigga back. I'm scared.
Yeah, that nigga's a rare breed.
I don't think
Shorty called him and said, "I need you to come answer this question."
If we got duct tape in it, I don't think we need to talk about it on.
Oh no, our part didn't have no duct tape in it. That was the day. That was the day before.
He did. That was her thing.
So
that's what he told.
So we at the crib. We at the crib. It's like 10 something at night on Saturday. We ain't got shit to do. Shorty called Pat. She's like, "I need you to come up to the house and answer this question." He's like, "Okay." Then he got the phone. He like, "Hey, Face, I'm about to go to Shorty house and answer this question. You want to roll?" I was like, "All right, but what's the question?" He like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Huh? What the fuck? That's not a question." Then I realized, yeah, it is a question, but what the fuck? Like, what type of question is what the fuck? So I grabbed the pistol and I was like, "All right, I'll roll with you."
Right?
Because I didn't know what type of night it was gonna be.
It sounds kind of dangerous. Yeah.
So we get to the house. Of course, as you said, I'm gonna take like 4-5 blunts with me. So I'm already like 3 blunts in the wind at this point. So we arrived there. I don't even know what city we in at this point. We arrived. I opened my eyes and I probably fell asleep in the car. So we get there. When I open the door, Pat opened the door, walking behind him. As soon as we get in, it's 2 dudes sitting on like 2 beanbag chairs in front of the door, but they talking extra slow. Like slow. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on here, but I've got the pistol, so I'm alright. So then it's people everywhere. I don't know none of these motherfuckers, but I'm with Pat. But it looked like some drug-fueled, slow-ass shit that I've never seen before. I'm like, okay, this Pat shit. I don't know what's going on, these Pat people, but I got the pistol, so I'm alright. Cool. Alright, let's see what's going on. So in the front of the house is like 5 people spaced out, except for these 2 that's by the front door. So as we go, this girl comes out with this other girl. I'm like, okay, girl, cool. She's like, "Hey, y'all can come back here. You gonna answer the question now?" He was like, "Sure." I'm like, "All right, pistol. All right, cool, I'm good." So we walk past this one dude. He's on the floor like a starfish. He's just rubbing the floor back and forth like, "Oh, it's so smooth." I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck going on over there. I've never seen that before." So I'm gonna keep going with Pat. Go with Pat in the back room. So it's a room crowded with motherfuckers, guys and girls back here. So I'm like, "All right, I ain't thinking nothing," because it's guys and girls. If it was all guys, I'm like, "What the fuck going on?" But we cool with guys and girls. I'm like, "All right, cool. So they all smoking. I'm like, "Shit, I'm a smoker. I got weed in my pocket. What's going on?" They was like, "Oh no, this ain't weed." I'm like, "Oh no, what the fuck is that here?" They was like, "Oh, it's salvia." Oh, I didn't know what the fuck salvia was, but I was like, okay, if Pat do it, I do it. If Pat do it, shit. So Shorty started telling us Pat what to do, and I watched the question. So I watched Pat take his experience. I'm like, oh, that's what the fuck. Okay. So I proceeded to follow my homeboy and do what the fuck he did. Experienced it. And I was like, oh, that's the question. What the fuck? And I could never answer the question since then because I still don't have an answer to the question, what the fuck. But as the night proceeded, Pat turned into some type of animal. Some type of pimp animal. So from then on, he was grabbing asses and grabbing. Grabbing asses and grabbing females.
You don't stop when the story getting good. What is the pimp ass?
Oh, I'll continue. Oh, so from then on, for the rest of the night, he started grabbing asses and grabbing females and whatever he asked, they did. So I was like, wow, this is a rare breed. We went from the apartment with all them and popping pills and doing whatever and asking questions to went to the club, and I've never seen Pat in the club act like that. I was like, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is, but you need to bring him to the club every night. And every night we come to the club, it's the nigga we come with. I don't know who the fuck the other nigga is, but when we come to the club, this nigga comes. This nigga can't drive.
Every time you drive, that's how you drive.
But no, that nigga driving. Oh, that's not the nigga I want driving though. The nigga that was in the club, I don't want him driving. He's a paranoid driver. He was, no, I don't want that nigga driving. No. Give me regular Pat for the drive. Give me that nigga once we get in the club.
rapper. I'm not fucked up.
But that night, I still have not figured out the answer to that question. What the fuck? But it is an interesting question. Very interesting question and scenario. So, hey. But Pimp Animal Pat, hey, we miss you, Pimp Animal Pat.
Sometimes that nigga gotta stay in the gate.
Animal. That's a new word in my lexicon there.
Pimp Animal Pat, man. PAP.
I never heard that one. Pap. Old Pap. Pap one.
Mm-hmm.
Friend Pat.
Oh, damn right. Oh. This is also the nigga. Regular Pat is also the nigga who'll go to the club with you on your birthday and fall asleep in the middle of the club. So,
Okay.
That's that nigga too. So, yeah. You'll turn around and think somebody knocked this nigga out because he laid on the floor asleep. I'm like, who the fuck hit my nigga? They're like, no, this nigga just laid down and went to sleep. Oh, okay.
That was
Cool, babe.
You was tired.
Nigga, you ready to go?
No, I was a bit overwhelmed because they were playing what's that shit? Dubstep music. Like,
Overstimulating.
yeah, it was just like the overstimulation of like random sounds and me being fucked up. And then I passed out and then I woke up and then it was just like,
oh, I fell asleep in the club, so I understand.
I think it's time for you to go. And I was like, you know what? I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. I've been there in the younger days. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what I remember in my mind. Don't worry about it. It won't that important, obviously.
Oh, I got plenty of stories about Pat. And
We don't have to keep going. We can go to the next topic.
Please believe me.
We gotta save something for a day when we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Oh, please believe me, there will be a day like that soon.
Oh God. Happy New Year, niggas.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Remind me when we get offline to tell y'all about my last day at work before I went back on leave again.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Because I haven't shared a work story with y'all in a long while, so I'm gonna share this work story with y'all.
Hey, man, we'll get to the next topic because now I'm more interested in that.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Wait. It is probably time. Is it time? It's time.
I think it is time for some fuckers.
There's plenty of fuckery to go around. Definitely.
Come down here with your extortion and your fuck wrist.
It is episode 1. Damn, that's a lot. Episode 173. That's damn. Accountability. Good and fuckery.
Good and fuckery.
It's the end of the year,
Fuckery.
man. It's the series season finale of 2024. And shit's just getting realer and realer. First of all, I'd like to put it out there for the last topic from last time, Jay-Z's 100th problem. Shit just it just whoever tried to go ahead and pull off this money scheme, it just will get worse and worse. Because now the lawyer, he had to be a Tony Busby. He is now getting sued for a sexual assault offense himself.
Oh. That's
that
the
ain't
the victim, ain't it? The so-called victim.
there. That's the lawyer of the victim.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. That's it ain't nothing. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody in the world.
My client is innocent, but me on the other hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me just say this, Pat. Let me just say this before you move on about this whole Jay Z thing. Um, if you are listening, anyone out there that's going to try to accuse that man of anything, realize he's not the same caliber as these other individuals who've been accused in the past and who've been damned by public opinion. Do your research, do your homework. He's at this level because of his knowledge from a different level. And if you know, like I know, people from his old level can smell a lick coming a mile away. Um, they say if you go come at the king, come at him strong. Y'all didn't come strong enough.
Yes.
Aim for the head and that. But that's what Thor problem was. Not only that, guess who else getting a lawsuit from Jay-Z?
Did you just say that's what Thor's problem
Thor. Yep, he ain't for the heart.
was?
Yeah, go for the heart, not the head.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got to talk about a birthday twin, nigga. We the exact same age.
I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. I am Thor. We were born on the same time. Well, same date at least. Anyway, but yeah, Jaguar Wright, she's now saying that
Who you
none
talking
of
about?
that shit.
Who are you talking about? The real Thor or the nigga who played Thor?
The nigga that play Thor.
Oh, about to say, nigga, how did you figure out what day Thor was born on?
No, we were both born in '83 on the same date.
Oh shit! If the nigga
Mm-hmm.
give you some twin birthday money,
Yeah, I would think, right? Yep, you know what I'm saying? And then I can give him some acting jobs. Right, hell yeah.
shit, he may get you the next Marvel movie.
Yep. Black nigga in the back,
Yep.
number 5.
Shit, you
Black
never know.
nigga
You
in
never,
the back.
you never know, nigga. Shit, hit the nigga on Instagram. Shit, you never know. Hey, nigga, we got the same birthday. Let me get that out in a cameo.
So Tessa Thompson's number when she was dressed as Valkyrie. Wasn't that Tessa?
Mm,
Yeah, that's Tessa Thompson. Anyway. But yeah, Jaguar Wright,
yeah.
she gets sued by Jay-Z now too. And now she's acting like she ain't never said anything about him.
I'm about tired of talking
See,
about
this okay. Now. Um, this
her. Look,
lady.
man, you sung backup on one CD. I don't want to hear
Mm.
nothing else from you.
Now,
Ain't no
now,
love.
I don't know why. I don't know why she's been given the credence that she has to say whatever the fuck she wants, and people in this internet world give her any backup or or any credit to her what she's saying. Like
Right.
she could pull anything out of the air and babble. And people are like, oh, she know what she talking about. She was in the industry. There's a lot of motherfuckers in the industry.
Right. I look at
That
that
don't
shit
that
like
that
Now,
don't
you
mean
got
shit.
people in the Freemasons, but it's still different levels. You got people that's entry level, you got people that's further in. Like just because you into something doesn't mean that you in the rooms with these people.
Exactly. My thing is
It's
in
fans that
every
got pictures
sect and
with these niggas. That
everything.
don't mean that they know the inner workings of how shit is going on.
I put it like this: it's motherfuckers who work for places who don't know the inner workings of the place they fucking work for. So
Right.
I'm supposed to
100.
just take. I'm just supposed to say, okay, so you in the industry and you know the. I don't believe you. You got to prove some shit to me. I'm a person like I was raised the right way. I don't just believe anything I hear or anything I see or just anything I read. It has to be some type of proof
Yeah, give
behind
me a
it. I
receipt. Give
need
me some
proof.
evidence.
I don't care what C celebrities are saying. We've got to the point in society where whatever a celebrity says, or matter of fact, let me remove that because I don't really truly believe in a celebrity. You got more money than me. That's it. You have a job that gives you more eyes on you that makes you a more popular person than I am. So
mm.
I don't see a celebrity. I just see you a nigga with
Hey,
a good a popping job. Because at my job, if I was getting paid what you get paid for doing my job, I'd be just
If
as
you'd be a
just as popular as you is. You feel me? I'd be as popular as you are. So it is what it is. But we're taking we're taking whatever a motherfucker who has a lot of money said and running with it as the truth. And now we're taking whatever a motherfucker who don't have a lot of money saying,
that
because they're
part.
saying about people with a lot of money saying, with a lot of money, that we're taking it as truth. Fuck all these people. Like, it's to the point where I don't believe journalists. If I don't believe a journalist, I'm not gonna believe this random motherfucker who's just mad at the industry saying whatever. I've been saying this for years. Yeah, bitch, you've been saying it for years, but you have not gone to court not once and did something. I'll believe you when you start going to court.
Mm.
it's just like
If
what
you got this much proof, if you got this much proof on people, you know this much knowledge. By you not going to court and doing your just duty, you're just as guilty as these other motherfuckers doing it. So you saying all this shit about
That's a
do it, did
big
it,
part
did
of
what
it.
did it, did. You hold this information. You just as guilty as they are. You're an accessory to the fact after the fact. If you knew about it and didn't do nothing about it, you're an accessory after the fact, bitch. So don't come on in the internet and try to say, "Well, I knew this. I've been trying to tell." If you've been trying to tell, you'd have been to the law. That's how you really try to do something about it. Stop coming on the line and you're trying to get public opinion. Go to somebody who actually has some pull. Take your evidence to the DA.
yeah.
Do that. Like, people seem to
Take that
forget
shit to
actual
trial.
procedures
Take
and
that shit to
processes
trial.
actually exist. The world actually exists outside. People seem to forget the internet ain't a real place. It has no address but a web address. It has nowhere you can go find it, and I can't get in my car and go find internet nowhere. People forget this is just here, just on your device. If you have no device, guess what? The internet don't exist to you, but justice exists. And if you really wanted justice for all the people you claim you know was hurt, you'd have took your ass to whatever state that these people resided in and went to the DA of that state with your proposed receipts and proposed evidence and claims, and did whatever you had to do the proper way. But no, you come online and spout a bunch of bullshit to people who just giving views and clicks and feeding into that bullshit. So I don't watch that shit. Her, Orlando, whatever that nigga name is
Brown. Yeah.
from the Raven show. That nigga, I don't watch that nigga. I don't watch nothing that nigga is involved in. They clowns to me. You're a clown to me, and you had to craft a different persona and crazy to get the views of the public that you lost in your original lane.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to your original lane, Jaguar. You such a good singer. Go back and sing, baby. Your vocals were
No,
so good because
because don't nobody want to hear that
every time
shit.
I see a clip of her, the only clip I see of you is on Jay Z's the shit he had unplugged. That's the
Unplugged.
only clip I'm seeing of you.
Unplugged.
The
That's
unplugged
all she
shit.
known for.
You had a beautiful voice. So go back to your lane.
No.
Orlando, you were acting for years, a child actor. I'm quite sure you can get on a Tubi movie at least. I'm quite sure. Stay
You
off this shit trying to get clout for
watch
being crazy,
all
man.
Has anybody ever thought that maybe these niggas just on drugs?
I always think that.
I don't even think
Like
it's that.
that's my like. I
I
think
don't even
people
think
be
it's that.
making this shit too complicated. They be like, well, you know, they into this group and they done went crazy because of the Illuminati. No, they just crackheads. I seen
No, I don't even
crackheads
think
act
it's that.
like
I
this when
think
I was
niggas
growing
playing a
up.
part. I think
I
niggas
know
just
some
playing a part.
crackheads when I see them. They
In
always
this
got a
internet
good reason
day,
for you. If you sit there and listen to that shit,
Mhm.
most people don't.
these
You give
niggas
them a little
here.
change and keep that shit moving.
These niggas is out of work actors and out of work entertainers, and the only way they can entertain is by making up bullshit. Because ain't nobody gonna ever give you no real shit to make up and be an actor or be a part of some shit. So you invent shit. Cool. But stop giving these niggas a platform and come on here and do this dumb shit. How many platforms gonna have Orlando come on and act stupid as fuck? Nigga, sure you getting money, but is it no limit to what you'll get money for?
But
Sure, you keep bringing Jaguar on so she can spout this bullshit and these bullshit rumors and so called I got receipts for this shit. But not one time has anybody asked her, so if you know this stuff and you claim these effects, have you been to anyone on the judicial side? Or you just come to tell us? Why are you coming to tell me and not telling someone who has to do something about it? Or like you can't say you scared to do something because you know this is gonna get views. So the same views this is gonna get, like, go in real life and do something with that. Stop coming
No,
on
no,
imaginary
no, because the
time.
DA ain't offering
Oh,
no bans for them to come talk about it to them.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's only about this
and,
money. It's only about y'all getting some money for some shit. Like,
and most of the people that
uh,
get people up here, they people struggling to get views too. So they
Yeah.
what get the most views? Controversy.
Yeah.
you see, like that's one thing about me, man. Like, even though I'm a quote unquote content creator, I give two shits about views. I'm just getting what I gotta say off. If somebody views it, cool. If somebody views it, don't. Cool. But I know what I need to say is out in the ether, and I've got it off my mind, off my chest. This is therapy for me. So if someone wants to click in, like it, view, subscribe, perfectly fine. Continue because I got more stuff to say, and my brothers do too. If you don't, cool. I can go back and see it my damn self because actually more of this is for me than anybody else. Unlike other people that make this shit, they just want people to view it and view more view. I gotta do some crazier shit to get a view. I gotta do the more wilder shit. Man, fuck that. This is real conversations with three motherfucking brothers
Right.
separated by distance, brought together by technology.
100.
So, like, the reason I do it for something different. The reason other people making content, y'all doing it to get a dollar. Y'all doing it to achieve a certain level. I give two shits about that shit. Give two shits, and
Yeah.
I know my mentality is probably different than most others out there.
But I think that go back to
99% of motherfuckers out
accountability
there to do
because
this shit.
if you're not accountable to yourself, you gon' chase just the dollar. Like I think that you could be accountable. Like I think that there's creators out there, right? Like it's a dude named Belief in Fatherhood. He made content about like him being a dad. It's about him and his kids and his wife and they and how he's, navigating being a father and all this shit, right? But it's just wholesome content. But you could tell like he wants he wants to get money from it, obviously, because it helps feed his family, but he's not in it for that. You could
Mm.
tell that's he's doing it for something else. And I think that's the key. Like you gotta
The
be
second, it's a
accountable. Like
secondary.
a lot of them niggas, like to get on camera and spout something that you know is a straight lie and not say, oh, this is my opinion or nothing. That just I'm just gonna say this is as if it's fact. And it's some wild outlandish shit about somebody. You gotta be on a level where you can't be accountable to yourself.
You're damn near a sociopath.
Cause like I feel like that's where your conscience come from is being accountable to yourself. Like, hey man, this ain't right, and having some type of a moral code that stops you from going overboard unnecessarily or doing shit that's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you crash out, it's a calculated crash out. It ain't just I'm just saying whatever and spouting
Always.
off at the mouth. And I think that's what there was lacking. And I think it's because they crackheads. Crackheads don't have integrity. They have fiend. They want the drug.
Feel it.
Like I really feel like them niggas is on drugs, man. Like, cause they had them wild look in their eyes when they get to talking that crazy shit, and they get to sweating and shit,
All
and
these,
and you can see the shift in
all
the
these niggas
interview.
are,
Even they interviews always start off calm
all
as
these
shit, and
niggas
then there's
are
a
the new
point where
version of
nigga
Shock
edit,
Jock.
huh? I'm
These
sorry.
niggas in them with the 2024 version of Shock Jock. That's all. And
Mm.
every
Sure.
decade that shit and technology changes, it's the new wow motherfuckers, the new shock motherfuckers. We just found the two new shock jocks. That's it. Yeah. What's the crazy new thing they gonna say now? Who she gonna accuse this week? Man, fuck that shit.
It's called a circus.
This bitch ain't saying shit. This
No, it's
nigga
not.
ain't saying shit. This nigga gonna get on here and act like he crazy, he drugged out, he saying some Illuminati shit, and he talking about different gay niggas and talking about this shit, talking about that shit, talking about his daddy, this person, his mama, this person, he a dinosaur here. I don't give a fuck what this crazy nigga
Yeah,
talking about.
dinosaur. Denver, the last
Give,
dinosaur.
give two shits. Give two shits about this nigga's psychotic babblings.
Babbling.
Instead of watching this nigga go down this path, how about somebody who's giving this nigga internet interview? Give this nigga some internet real life help.
Therapy.
No, because then it's like curing the problem instead of feeding it medicine. No, we're gonna give it medicine. We're gonna calm it down just enough to bring it right back up to make us some more money. I can't bring you on and you sober now and you talking some real shit. Cause now I can't make I can't monetize you being a buffoon.
You know.
No.
You
I'm gonna
know.
make sure I had the drugs there waiting on you when you come.
You know what I think sometimes it be, and why people believe sometimes the outlandish shit people say is because in their mind thinking I mean, I wouldn't just say any old random shit on front of TV. So why that doesn't seem logical to me. So it just don't seem logical that she be saying this shit and it's not true. So it gotta be true.
It do
But
seem logical that she'll say this shit whether it's true or not when she's been saying this shit and everything ain't been true.
hmm but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. But
Something was
she
true that
don't
she
got that
said, and then people gave credence to everything. But she been saying this shit, and a lot of it still has been proven to be false. Shit she say, and then you look at the dates and shit, be like, well, his nigga was all the way across the country. How did he do that?
hmm
So like, she ain't just out here batting 1,000 or nothing. She just happened to hit one home run out of a million swings, and niggas is like, oh yeah, she's the home run hit of the century. She's no,
that bitch
no.
Nostradamus.
Like she
I
didn't pull
blame
a
the
cat.
lack in context
These
creator
people are not pulling a
creativity.
Cat Williams where they coming with no. So in this year this happened, and then you look back and you could pull up the comic book episode, and then pull up this. Like you can see the timestamp. Like no, this ain't what that is. This is I'm gonna get up here and say the most outlandish shit based off of rumors that are already in the public, and then whatever sticks, I can now take credit for
So,
and continue this grift over another year.
And I ain't the one.
And hopefully something else eventually sticks,
And
and
I'm not
then
even
I can take
the one.
credit for it.
I'm not even the one that started the rumor. I heard it off the streets just like y'all did. I'm just reiterating the same shit that we all heard off the streets, and I was one
but
person that
see, what Jay Z did is a smart thing. You want to talk? Let's make it legal. Let's make it legal. You're claiming
Has she
I did
responded
these
to that?
things.
huh? Who
I have
she
no idea.
she responded by saying she hasn't said anything about him. That's how she
I
responded.
bet. Yeah,
She
shut the hell
is
up, man.
backtracking everything that is supposedly has been recorded on YouTube and on the internet forever, and said that hey, I didn't say any of that shit.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with
Has
it.
has
She had pulled it off.
anyone not learned from Keith D? Have you not learned from Keith D? What you say on the internet is
Stays forever.
forever on the internet.
Uh,
Forever, forever.
Forever, ever.
yes.
I don't, I don't understand the stupidity of some motherfuckers.
This
You so hungry for attention and a little dollar that you'll say anything, putting yourself in the limelight and a target for shit to just come back on your ass and be surprised when they do. Oh, I didn't mean that. I was just no, bitch. This real
have
life.
not learned from Alex Jones. Have you?
Mm.
Have you not learned from
See, that's the
Alex?
thing. People stop learning from others' mistakes.
No, they did learn from Alex Jones. You know why? Because he didn't reach the zeitgeist of black people.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of black people who don't know who that is.
True.
See, we
That's
talking about her being big, but she's really big in black culture. She's not big in crossover culture until Pierce put her on. That was
true.
her big break again. Because
Hmm.
before that, she was one of them people that's she's like a Umar. Like we
Mm.
know who they are, but when you get into like the larger
Spectrum of
spectrum of people that's in this country, like
the
most
public.
people don't really know who these people are. They might have heard the name somewhere on Twitter and just kept it moving. But they don't know who they. Oh yeah, I know what they do, or I know what they're famous for, or none of that shit. Like they don't know that shit. So like you talking about people that are like Orlando Brown, maybe just because he had a bigger career growing up. You know, he was on bigger shows, and he might be a little more recognizable because of That's So Raven. That's being on Disney, you gonna get more eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? But Jaguar, right? Don't nobody know who that is like that. Tell Pierce put her on. Now people are like, oh, who is this lady? But before
And
that,
that nigga
man, we
probably
knew
wish
who
he
she
never did
was.
that shit.
And if he had never done that, she would have still been off in the corners of the internet, screaming at the screen with her bare feet up on people's couch, just yelling. And she would have been the crazy lady. She would have been just like a Uma, like the people who listen to her, all right, cool, but most people just be like, just whatever.
This crazy bitch here.
Yeah, like ain't nobody really.
Ain't that crazy bitch outside again?
Hey, this is completely random. But I told some people about what we talked about on the podcast about David Hasselhoff running in full speed while everything else is in slow motion, and him tackling somebody to the Phil Collins song. And everybody I told thought it was humorous too, so it wasn't just us.
All right. Just a simple
And
thing
for
that
people to get context, you're gonna have to see the last show. I can't
I
rehash
need
that tonight.
somebody
I
to do
can't
an
do it tonight.
animated version of that, man.
Yo,
Somebody give me the
just
animated version of that
yo,
shit.
that shit in my head, I can see it so vividly. Like I know what it looks like. I just don't have the talent to
Out
do it.
here in the streets.
If I knew how to work AI, I would get it to make us an animated video of that with the exact voiceover of us talking through it. And the different parts popping up as you talk. So like it's like just the screen going to slow motion, and then all of a sudden Phil Collins' face just pops up all of a sudden, like, yeah, and then Phil Collins, oh yeah. And he just starts singing out of nowhere. I can feel it. All right, I'm done. Okay. Go ahead.
Coming in the air tonight.
Next topic, or are we? Yeah.
Let's see what other fuckery we got on the list
I
here.
can...
Well, in good news, Michael
Oh
Vick,
Lord.
Michael Vick is the new football coach for Norfolk State University.
Hey, that's dope.
Okay, went back
Homecoming hero
home.
coming
Okay,
back
back
home to the
home.
area, to the 757.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Vic, man. I like that. That's a dope move. I like to see the continued big name former athletes that can kind of catch some of the eye and attention of these 5-star, 4-star athletes and bringing them to HBCUs. I like that. That's a dope. I like what Dion and Ed Reed started, and who else? It's a couple other dudes out there that's doing that. Warren Sapp, even with Colorado with Dion. Like I like seeing this trend. I feel like that's what it's going to take to kind of get HBCUs a little more notoriety and for them to stop closing on the rapid rate that they are. So
Hey
shout out
Pat,
to
why don't you go? Why don't you go back and coach the water polo team at ODU?
I'm dead.
Man, they can eat a dick.
Oh shit!
I don't really.
You beefing with the water polo niggas?
Nah, I'm just.
We gotta go drown somebody.
No.
Oh, I ain't
That
mean to
was
say that
just.
on camera. My bad.
That was just the other side of me just peeping out for 5 seconds and responding.
Nah, I feel you though. I don't be
That
supporting
was
no
what
ODU shit. That shit fucked up. I support everything.
Fuck that shit.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, and I don't mean this to no harm, and I don't mean this to no disrespect to people that I went to college with at any point at any college, but man, I be leaving that school shit behind, man. Unless we was friends. Like I mean, yo, next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
If I left the
like
school, I left all that shit right there at the school.
I put it to you like this. I leave each day in the past. If I talk to you at work, motherfucker, you shit. If I see you don't say shit, I ain't saying shit either. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
100. Boy, 100. Boy, I would cold shoulder your ass after we had a long conversation the day
I
before.
don't want to talk anyway.
Oh, fuck it. Shit, nigga.
It just so
Shit,
happens I'm an
I tell you like this. I didn't talk to motherfuckers in school when I was in school. Shit.
Man, people be
nigga, you
like,
don't
yo, you
talk to
going
me.
to your 15-year reunion? No. I didn't want to go back the next day when I went there. Why am I going back 10 years, 15 years later after I done got rid of these niggas?
I ain't been to a reunion yet.
I
Hell
didn't fuck with
no.
my high school like that. I was all at other people's
Niggas
school
ain't
like
fuck
it was
with us.
mine. Now
I
I
just
would go to Dinwiddie
partake.
High's 15-year reunion. I'll go to Petersburg High 20-year reunion. I ain't going to my high school. I ain't going. I ain't fuck with y'all niggas then. When I'm like go there and be phony now. Hell no, fuck y'all. Go
I
in
just
there and be the
realized.
flipped over table now.
See a bunch of
Yes,
people.
Lord.
Hell no. And then I already see y'all niggas on social media all fat and plump and fluffy, looking crazy as hell. Hell no, I ain't about to go back chill with y'all clumps. The fuck I look like? My slim bodied ass with my good life, and y'all still living in. Fuck out of here! I'll kick you in your knee.
Mm-mm. I
All
really
of them
don't
blew up. All
dwell.
of them look like they need Ozempic. I said it on national YouTube. I said it.
I don't trust those Ozempic, but
Give a damn.
that shit look like weight loss crack.
You look like you ate everything since high school.
How many
All
things
your hopes
I
and
can tell you
dreams,
exactly
you
what
ate them.
Ozempic is.
Huh?
I can tell you what Ozempic is.
Hmm? What?
Ozempic is the
Ozempic
scientist.
put Dickenberger.
It probably did. It probably did.
Yeah.
But what the scientists did, they took the formula to make crack cocaine, and they took it in their laboratory, and they was like, something in this mixture makes motherfuckers lose weight.
Allegedly.
We got to figure
None
that
of
out.
this really happened, people. So please put the
Yeah,
little blue thing.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, motherfucker. I don't know the scientists who made that shit, so I
Man,
can't really tell
it's
you
for
how they
people
made it.
with
This is
diabetes,
just,
I thought, or something like that.
uh-huh. It just makes motherfuckers lose weight rapidly like that. But everybody I've seen on it looks like a crackhead. So I can only put two and two together that y'all figured out what in crack made niggas lose weight and put that in the pill and gave
That
that to motherfuckers. But just so happened that it was good for niggas with diabetes. So hey, what's good for one can be better for another, I guess.
and some of y'all famous bitches need to stop eating that shit
Mm-hmm.
because it's not looking good. Okay,
And make
see,
them look like lollipops.
y'all was thick, and now
Ozempic is just an excuse for y'all fat motherfuckers not to exercise.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's the best definition. That's head. That's
Nothing will ever
the
be
nail on the head.
nothing will ever beat hard work and dedication. I don't care
Indeed.
what you put in a pill, it will never beat hard work and dedication. Because now your body look all deformed and shit. You didn't take the natural body time for your body to come together as you're working it together and
It look
eating
like when you
correctly
bagging
and
up
putting that work
peas,
in.
but the bag ain't fully full yet, so it kind of be like droopy.
mm,
It looked like you was real big and somebody sucked the air out you.
It look like you dripping,
That's it.
but
Yes.
not like the kids use the
Yeah.
word. Like your skin is literally dripping from your
Drip,
bone.
drop,
pause,
drip,
Drip,
drippity, drop.
drippity drop.
pause.
Thank you for that well time pause.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was about to come with an AO. I was on the way.
It'll get a little pausey, so that I know.
Get a little palsy. Okay, this
Mm-mm.
ain't funny, but cerebral palsy.
Yeah, I know, I know, I know. I fucking know. I, I, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. I'm
This
going to
one.
hell. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm too old to be acting like this. I know.
Yeah, I heard it was
I,
bad.
I got it. I heard it all before.
Heard it all
We're
before.
never too old to have a good time, goddamn it. That sparks something. You know,
You
people
too
say you're
cute.
too old to
Maybe
do
this,
some shit.
maybe that, but
Well,
your lives ain't
why do you
worth
have to
it.
give up your inner child? You ain't got to give up your inner child, man. We can all be inner kids, motherfucker. That's having fun. When you give up your inner child, you start getting stressed and motherfuckers have heart attacks. Fuck it. Have fun. Be as silly and foolish as your motherfucker want to be as long as you take care of your business. Shit. Give a fuck. If you
That's
want to
the
get a
Your face
pinwheel
to
hat and
face.
blow in that shit as you run down the street, do that shit.
that's the reward for handling your business. Being able to be
God
silly.
damn it. Damn right.
The
Mm-hmm.
more you know. Da-na-na.
Give a fuck what a motherfucker want to say. Why you act so silly? Bitch, my bills paid. That's why. Kiss ass, bitch. You
Face it
can't act silly because you
back.
stressed out about your goddamn bill.
He like a little Yosemite Sam. He just be sitting there just spewing off rants. Motherfuckers
Goddamn right.
out of
Yep.
this shit.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Goddamn right.
I'm gonna speed past.
What?
Shots of friends.
I don't know you.
I don't know either.
But God bless you. Happy holidays.
But I'm gonna speed past some of this shit to get to like one thing. So the guy that shot the guy that was the healthcare CEO, Luigi,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He got an Italian name. It starts with an L.
Maglione.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, is that an L? Fuck it.
I don't know. Mag know that nigga. I know you
Anyway,
talking.
he in the same jail as Diddy.
Oh.
Just putting that out there. Speedy
Did
pass.
that because he getting more bitches.
Mm.
I'm the nigga with the baby oil.
Oh man.
Well, shit, if the accusations about him are true, he's in the place he wants to be. Shit.
Oh, they say he like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Next topic. Denzel Washington might be playing a villain in Black Panther 3.
Uh-oh. Denzel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Yeah.
gonna be dope.
Now I'm wondering what villain he would play. I don't have no idea right now. But speaking of villains,
what if he plays
Hmm?
T'Chaka's brother come back? They thought he was dead, but he won't. Like,
I would
what if
What
it's
if
not
they
a
take it
comic
to a
book villain?
different universe?
What if it's a villain they make up for the movie?
I'm
To
What if
see
they
how
take it to a different universe and
bad.
he play like the bad version of the original Black Panther?
Aren't they building toward Doctor Doom with Robert Downey?
yeah.
So my
So
thought is they can start bringing in weird ass villains in these on a smaller scale for these one-off movies to build toward Robert Downey and build it to like this weird multiverse convergence and all of these different realities convergence. So you could kind of have villains that aren't in the comic books but make sense in the storyline of building toward that. So I could see you taking like, oh, somebody from the Black Panther's past coming up now in his present, based off an alternate timeline, kind of branching off, and now they exist.
I'm gonna do my research because
But I don't know.
I feel like it probably is some villains that would fit Denzel Washington. I'm just not. I'm not fully up to date because, like with Black Panther, it's a lot of obscure, random villains and characters up there. So, like in his past, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
want to
not
know.
sure which one would fit Denzel.
When is the next Black Panther slated to come out?
They ain't put a whatchamacallit out yet for real.
Oh hell, well, I ain't worried about it then until I get some dates. I need
Yeah.
to know. But
Well, and true
that ought to be
villainy,
cool.
for some reason, Jared Leto is being cast as Skeletor. Live action.
I see that.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah. I can definitely see it with a skinny
And
ass.
that doesn't throw me off. Like I can see him playing that role pretty crazy with the voice and everything.
All right.
Did you
And
say
then,
Skeletor?
Yeah, like from He-Man.
So are they making a He-Man movie?
He-Man live action, Masters
Oh,
of
that's
the
fine.
live action. Not like
Hey,
Hank.
I ain't gonna front, man. I was a He-Man fan when I was growing
Um.
up. They used to be my cartoon.
So
That and Thundercats.
so is this a reboot or a remake of the original He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe?
Yeah.
Probably just a reboot, like a whole
Okay.
different movie,
Okay.
but same
Now
characters.
of any movie. Now we all know I hate remakes and I hate reboots. But if any movie needs a reboot or remake, it's that horrible ass movie,
A
Masters of the
hundred, a
fucking
hundred. That's why
Universe.
you don't hear me complaining at all. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't
I'm an 80s baby all the way, and I love movies
detect what
from
I
my time. But whoo, that shit just sucked. The acting sucked. It just sucked. I appreciate the try, but god
But I
damn, the movie Masters of the Universe.
city just to
Yeah.
make a movie or some shit.
What I hope they don't do is have Jared Leto be a Skeletor that's like the Joker in Suicide Squad, where you don't really see him that much in the movie.
Yeah.
So he's like popping in and out, and you don't really get a lot of screen time with him. I want him to actually be a part of this integral part of the storyline and face off with He-Man and all that shit. Like I don't want it to be no, oh, you just like the main bad guy, but we don't ever really get to see you do nothing. Like you just kind of come off with these little one-liners and shit. Nah, fuck that. I want to see you fight, bitch.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, might as well bring in real life villains. Or whatever. The Lex Luthor level, I would say, in our own reality. Elon fucking Musk. And I ask you, what the fucking Elon Musk got to do with how our government is ran? Like he's demanding shit, and that nigga's from South Africa.
Ain't he about to be a
That
cabinet
white
member?
man is from South Africa.
But ain't he about to be a cabinet member? You don't have to be from this country to be a cabinet member.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Because you're not the cabinet isn't like an official. It's a government position because you get paid for it, but it's not like a position that's like in the Constitution. So it's not like
And I think they should have limits.
necessary.
That basically means you can have. All right. This might be my comic book brain thinking, but when shit start looking, when it quack like a duck, flies like a duck, swims like a duck, it looks like a duck. And I swear to God, this is some cabal of supervillains type shit that I'm seeing. Like as far as the candidates and stuff like that, like I just feel uncomfortable when rich motherfuckers from a different country is telling the country what to do that I live in. It just feels I feel weird
But
about it.
they've been doing that. They're just coming out in the open and doing it. But they've been telling our country what to do. What are you talking about?
It's true. I just don't. But now it's like, okay, advice, suggestions, experience, information, knowledge, I can accept that. But when you're like going out bold, like, hey, I demand this because I'm this, that's where I kind of draw the line.
But I guess for me, that's what they've been doing. They just out in the open doing it. It's just they're doing it on TV now, but they've been doing it.
That's true.
So I'm like, all right, you just doing what you've been doing. Status quo. All right, carry on.
I need for them to calm that shit down, man. Really. You saying a lot.
Our country isn't together enough to do anything about it, so I've given up on worrying about it. I just,
That's true.
I don't know. This past election just taught me. I mean, I don't give a fuck no more, man. Whatever, man. I'm gonna still vote, but I ain't really gonna be pressed about it. I'm just gonna do what I can for my family and worry about that.
Yeah.
Because I see what that people just don't give a fuck enough to roll with nothing big, no real big initiative that could actually change it. So fuck it. Everybody else say fuck it, I say fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yep.
Well, that's it. That's it for the fuckery. I'm gonna end it out with I'll give a shout out to all the random pretty girls that just happen to start smiling when they see my face and I say, "Hey, excuse me."
Here we go with this shit.
Yep. It gives me a warm feeling
This
inside.
nigga here.
Man, yo, every week, yo, bro.
Yep.
You don't get this
Paying cable
bullshit out of here,
bills.
man.
Paying cable bills and
Go
phone
ahead, steal
bills.
somewhere, nigga. Oh, hot ass nigga.
The last one's pants was really tight, and I like that.
Somebody please come cuff this nigga so he can get his life together. What the fuck? Nigga, wow.
Yep.
This nigga here.
Right. PA stands for pussy assistant. But we going to, we're gonna go ahead and end this. Face, you got a topic?
Nope.
Well, y'all, that's been the show. y'all see at the bottom how y'all can support financially if you want to. Go to one of those places and do so. If you want something
Let me
from your,
hit that too.
if you want something in return for your money, Face, how can they get that?
Well, you can go to archwayclothing.com, or you can go to Google and put in Archway Clothing. You can go to Google and put in Podnas Clothing, and Archway Clothing also come up. But Archway Clothing, ARTRE Clothing. I'll never spell clothing for you. Did it once, did it twice, and did it never again. But hey, if you're into saving money and getting stuff, come to archwayclothing.com. Because as soon as you come to the webpage, you get a promo code that just get 20% off instantly. Hey, ain't nothing like getting some and saving some at the same time.
I
Only
like.
place you can get the official Podnas Podcast merchandise, as well as the only place you can get any AC83 merchandise. Check it out. What's the harm?
Yeah, niggas, get the clothing. And if y'all want to reach out to us outside of the pod, you want to continue this conversation off of this platform, but on your platform of choice, Pat, how can they get in touch with us?
At sign THEPODNAS. That's at sign THEPODNAS. That is the Twitter, the Twitch, the TikTok. Excuse me. Twitter, aka X, Twitch, TikTok. For as long as TikTok is around, we got a Blue Sky that's just popped up, and Instagram and Facebook. Tis Face Pat are the partners.
Indeed, indeed. Hit
What
us
the
up like
fuck
I
is Blue Sky?
on our platforms and all that good shit. And you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all being here tonight. Shout out to Sonny Monroe and Black Anonymous for being there in the chat. And to anybody who was watching from the clouds, we appreciate you too. If you watch this on replay, make sure you sound off in the comments and let us know what you had thought about our topics for tonight, any of
Oh,
the current event topics, or also our topic on accountability. Let us know what you guys think, and let's continue the conversation throughout the week. See y'all next week, probably. Not sure exactly which day yet, just because of the holidays. So we'll figure that out, and you know, what I'm saying, let y'all know. I'll probably drop some on the community tab and let y'all know. Otherwise, man, y'all be blessed. Take care of your families. If you're still doing your Christmas shopping last minute, go ahead and knock that out and get that done so you can spend the rest of your time just loving on your families. That's what the season is really about. It's the season of giving and loving. So try to do that shit throughout your week. And as always, man, I've been 1/3 of the partners, man. Your boy Tiz. I've been along with.
it's the Padawan, the other third of the partners. That was the funniest accountability conversation I ever had in my life. Most of the times I have a conversation about accountability, I'm not laughing, and I love that. Anyway, and it's 10 days before the birthday, and I'm along with
Facing a place. I ain't running no race this week. I already finished it. About to start a new one. I'll let you
Yeah.
boy, man. Thanks for y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all decided to come with us. Pause.
This is why I was off camera. Y'all have a good week, everybody, man. Love y'all. Have a great week. Peace out, niggas.